Okay, we're back. All right, we have Jude. Let's see, is Jude here? Let's have Jude. So let's take on Jude now. Boss, we're ready for you now. All right, so let's take on Jude. All right, we have Jude coming on now. They drink juice today. Now what I they drink?
You know what they say now? You have to stay hydrated now.
Ogaju, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we go into the current situation, I'd already had in mind to bring you on the show because you're one of the people that when I was starting out in the industry as an artist manager, I always copied. I always say this. I always copied your model and Joy Tongo, and then a lot of other managers out there. Kevin Luciano, a record label. There was T-Bills. There are a lot of people that you know I look up to what they were currently doing, and I try to mirror what you were doing in the industry. I want to say welcome to the show. This is an opportunity to actually talk to you on the show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Obi.
All right, let's go quickly into a conversation about the music business and how we have structured it. Yourself and your brothers have broken anything in this world in terms of when they say you've traveled, you know, you've been to different African countries, you've been to different different continents just because of performance. First question to you is, where do you think our industry is getting it wrong at the moment?
Basically, I think I have to say that everything we have as entertainers musically are all individual efforts right now. There's no teamwork. There's no structure. There's no system guiding anybody. Everybody's just, it's like everybody's just in the jungle. You keep throwing, everybody throws stone for air. Anybody where hit man go fall down, go pick and chop. Till the next person go get your own turn. When you go get locked to throw your own. There is no system. I came to find out that I was thinking about this in like some weeks ago. I was like, where are the Keke Ogungbe, Kenny's music that we looked up to then? The Storm Records, Obiasika, the Dove Records, Nelson Brown. You know, I'm talking about individual owned record labels. I'm not talking about the Sony, the Premier Records, no. These ones that kicked off this this new generation music that we are enjoying right now. Where are they? Are you telling me that a Kenny's music with all the connection, the radio station, affluence, the TV stations, the media strength that they have, the money and everything, can just disappear? Why? Storm Records, why? So basically, I came to find out that it has to do with, bro, if a record label is standing and all the artists in that record label wakes up one morning and disappears, the record label will just fold. There is no record label without an artist. So it becomes a norm for artists now that they just, even when you are giving them a contract, they will see that, okay, they say for here, if I sign this contract, I'll be enslaved for 7 years. They don't care. Already at the back of their mental mind, they already know, say, nigga, once I get sign of say I want black will take off, nothing will happen. It's already embedded in their brain. Contract, whatever you put in that contract, it does not matter to them. Which artists they up there where, apart from Wizkid, where get that understanding, say, man, for EME, okay, let me just go back and structure, renegotiate, and rearrange till my contract expires. Let me pay off everything I owe the company. Oh, I see owe them an album. Oh, I see owe them this. Go back and pay that your full price. Leave the record label amicably. Go with their blessings. Aside that, no other person. Everybody fights. See, the basic thing a record label owes an artist once they come to a contract, the basic, I'm not saying that that's the only one. The basic things that they owe them is investing. We're investing in you. We have this platform. We're going to push you, push you, push you, push you. The rest is you, the artist. If a record label cannot put their millions on you just for them to watch you fail, how can they get their money back? They are putting their money so that they can get returns and also see you become somebody. They'll be proud to say, oh, yes, I made this person. So if I see people saying, how can you make this person and you destroy this person's career, you destroy this person's career, you're not forgetting that this person actually invested millions. Is it deriving some kind of joy in putting millions so that he will see you grow and now bring you down? Okay. Even if you want to believe that the person actually brought the person down, how? If a company employs you and later sacks you, then they still keep in touch with you where you don't go to bring you as in how? Bring you down as in how? So there's this mentality, we need a serious overhaul of how people think out there. Let's forget about the record label and the artist. Because the artists cannot be doing what they are doing if they don't have that perception that, oh, the masses will back me. No matter what I do, once I come out and cry foul, the masses will back me up because I have already given them that, I've already gotten that fan base and I've given them what they wanted. So they will not, if once I cry foul, the record label will become the evil ones. That mentality, we must look for a way to erase that mentality in people. If not, my brother, no single investor, not even one single investor. I had a couple of calls where they call me and say, Jude, how did they do this thing? How did they do this thing? I can't believe I put my money. Yeah. This person just wake up, decide, say no, they go again. I put them for house. He said no, they do again. How will they get my money back? I'll be like, my brother, the way that our system is structured, even our judiciary system, there is no law that can tell an artist to forcefully put the artist on stage to perform diligently and keep that money that he was paid so that the record label can get their money. No artist, no law. For instance, I sign artists. You know how our system works here in Nigeria? Everybody, they make their money from artists physically climbing the stage and performing. That is where our real money comes in. So if an investor is investing millions on an artist, all his hope of making his money back 80% upward is on the artist performing on shows. Now you've put your money on the artist get 2-3 tracks we don't blow out there, they now start paying the artist. The artist can wake up tomorrow morning just to control and say, I bet I need to play that show. My brother, once an artist says that, there is nothing you can do. There is no court. You go say, okay, they sick.
Okay.
I can't work. There is nothing you can do.
I want us to. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
I want us to take this conversation one after the other because you have seen it all.
Yeah, of course.
You've done everything that you played this entertainment game at the highest level, right? Yeah. A lot of things you have said, right, are not out of place.
Yeah.
A lot of things you've said. So I was joking with one of my friends yesterday, 3 or 4 or 5 days ago. Then I called him. I said, Alpha, come make we invest for music now. I was talking to him. He said, he just woke up. He said, we just make sleep come off my eye now. He said, which label care? Music care. I said, why? He said, see, Ubi, tell me, say, money no day your hand. Ma, I give you back. Than to tell me, say, you won't collect money, go invest for music. And we're just joking because of the kind of conversations that have been going on around our industry. Now, I want to ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Why did you think, because see, for me, till today, I know you very well. I'm still surprised that you didn't press charges when there was a default in your contract as Northside Entertainment. Because let's take out JUDE Okooye as an individual, right? We're talking about Northside Entertainment that Cynthia Morgan was signed to. Why didn't you go to court when you found out that this contract has been breached?
My brother, like I said earlier, I did not sign that. I did not prepare that contract. I did not even have any intention of wanting to sign anybody. It was like a persuasion from Joy that I was like, okay, let me just help. Let me use the word help. Okay, I needed something that will show that, okay, I'm putting my money here and it's going to be safe. And somebody will acknowledge that, yes, this money was put here. I watched you and Ms. Udwak. She was like, Jude should have known better. She was right. I wasn't running a record label. I was running P Square. Understand what I'm saying? I did not have any control with P Square. They are my blood. So you cannot expect me to start studying. There was no plan to run a record label or sign somebody. That's why I told John, you know what? Prepare the contract, I beg. Me, I don't get time. I just glanced through and okay. Nobody tell me, say, if I sign this tonight, they will carry my car or they will carry my landed properties. Okay, fine. I just put them for the head that was signed. And at the end of the day, I beg, how much do I want to make from somebody knowing how much I was making, how much we were making as P Square then? So basically, I wasn't. Now you're telling me why I not go sue. My brother, look at the situation now. Look at her situation. What will happen? How would I look? What am I going to gain? Taking somebody to court in that particular. I think I should be extending a helping hand instead. Yeah, mistakes have been done. If you own up your mistake, you own up your mistake, then. So we are human.
So Jude,
listen, I understand.
Okay.
A scapegoat should be made. This thing, if we don't carry and go a particular level, it will continue. But look at it the other way. Who are you trying to take to court? What are you going to achieve personally? Okay, man, I go sue them so that make them pay me money when no they exist, when they no get. Make defamation of character. what am I going to do about that?
Okay, you know, I'm looking into your contract, right? As we're speaking, I want to dive in straight into the contract. And Section D, company and artists wish to enter into this agreement to provide,
Yeah.
right? When I was reading this contract, I took that part. It said, provide for the production and distribution of the recordings. Now, that's the conversation I was having with Udwag earlier. When it's a company and artists are entering into this to provide, that means, that term provide means, or when you say company and artists, and is dual.
It's
Provide is that, and is dual, so it's partnership, right? It's that partnership to provide. So was there any time in this contract where you spent 50% of the money and Cynthia spends 50% of the money?
No. That's why there's a clause that states that if the artist doesn't have the 50%, the company can now do the 100%. So at the end of the day, when the money comes in, the company can now deduct all their investment back plus the 50% that the artists wasn't able to provide, that they provided. They will take them back before they now share according to the percentage agreed.
Okay, it's good that you didn't. I'll say it's good and it's bad that you didn't go legal, because I'm sure that our legal system can be very frustrating. But you see, Jude, I think going forward, I want to ask you one thing. In our entertainment industry and how things are structured, what would be the suggestion for you, for investors like you and I and all the investors watching us today? We have some of the biggest names in the industry today out here watching us. What would be your advice, having been pinched right now? What would be your advice on what we can do to change and structure and put the right systems in place for this industry to work?
Okay, first of all, we have to work on the system first. And working on the system does not have to do with just us, the citizens. The system I'm talking about is the law. It's for a while now, even from Nollywood, entertainment in general, the government of this country doesn't care. They've never paid attention. We're not even asking them to bring in money or show support. Just structure a law that, you know, will guide what we're doing. The pirates can be prosecuted when they cross the line. Let people be able to, you know, get back their sweat, not talk about making profits from them. We're talking about a system that can protect investors' money. So it's not what we, the citizens, can do. It's what the federal government, the governing body of this country should do. They should come in and provide that law. The judicial system also should be able to support that law, that if you do this, these are the punishments, and the punishments also implemented. It's not about just, have mercy now, have mercy, can't you see, have mercy now, we just want, there's talent now, just, no. It doesn't, you cannot grow a system if everybody can just come out and say sorry and everything will be okay. We can't. There has to be principles that people have to adhere to. So right now, it's like our contract is not even, in fact, contract is just a piece of paper right now. It's nothing. See, Ba, if I have to restructure my record label, I want to run it again. My brother, if you're an artist and you want me to sign you, make sure that the amount of money I want to pay or invest in your head, say your papa and your mama go bring landed property, we go work that money, where you now go sign to me as collateral. My nigga, it's not going to work. It's everybody. There's no artist that don't have that mentality of wanting to run away once they have that sign say, I don't get fan base. Nobody wants to share 50-50 with anybody. Everybody is greedy. So basically, there is nothing we, like you asked, there's nothing we can do. The only thing that needs to be done is if we can be able to have a law that can guide this system so that investors will come. Okay, everybody knows that every business is risk. Taking risks, business are risky. So if an investor wants to put his money, he knows that there's a possibility that this money might not come back. That's why they do their research. They do their findings and everything before they now move in. I beg, aside that one, what is going to protect their investment? Knowing fully well that this is a human being that can wake up tomorrow morning and say, I cannot do it again. And the worst thing you can do is start taking them to the court system. I beg you, did I wake up one morning and start to invest my 15 million naira so that when I'm done investing in 15 million naira, I'll start dragging you to court? Is that what I came out for? There should be a system that my 15 million naira, as far as my contract with you starts and finished exactly how it is, how it was stated. Then if I don't get my money back, then I'll count my losses. I'll go and lick my wounds. But whereas I put in money on you, and by record, there's a reason why I put a particular year or term, and whenever I reach that level, you don't work out. My money is not complete. I've not made my money. How do I get my money back? Start taking you to court. Spend enough money to get my lawyers and start running up and down in court system. I don't know. There's nothing we can do.
Okay.
If we don't have a system in place, there's nothing we can do. This will continue.
Okay, Jude.
Yeah.
For clarity, right? For clarity.
Yeah.
What is the difference between what business should I use? What's the difference between Coca-Cola and a record label? What do they have in common?
Coca-Cola is a product. Coca-Cola is an object. Coca-Cola cannot wake up one morning and run out of your store where you keep it there for sale.
No, so because the reason why I asked you that question,
like investing on a human, and when you're dealing with a human being cannot be exactly where you want them to be. They have their own feelings, they have their own directions, their own choices to make. So there's no guarantee. There's no system that can guarantee that if I'm putting in this money and I'm risking 5-year contract with this person, that 5-year contract will start and finish exactly how we stated it. There is no system that can guarantee that. That's why investors are running away.
Okay, so why I ask that question is, when an artist gets a record label, right? People, it's obvious that a lot of people don't understand that we actually run a business, right? Do you think we run a charity organization as an industry, or we run a business?
My brother, that question is too heavy. You know why I say it's too heavy? Because we are dealing with the masses. The artists are the ones that will come out, and they are the ones that will be celebrated by the masses. The masses are like now the clout that they get, the power that they get. My brother, once their power and clout, their followers and everything is bigger than the record label, nigga, you are done. The record label, they don't outgrow their record label according to them. They've outgrown their record label, they have outgrown their contract, and whatever they want to do, they will do. So a company is doing business. A record label is also doing business. But the masses that have gotten this love for their favorite, they don't want to hear anything when it concerns you. In fact, you're not even in the picture. Even you taking picture of their favorite is even annoying them. They don't even want anything to do with you. They don't want to know how much you spend to make that their favorite. They recognize them, for them to even recognize them. You are out of the picture. Just, what did our guy do you now? Leave and then get talent now. As far as he get talent, he's forgivable. Leave him. How much you spend? 40 million. Forget them now. You can get talent now. They don't care. So you are just like a stumbling block, right? So or an object that is blocking their views. I beg, come off the road. So they don't people. That's why I said that we need to change that orientation out there. That every artist can come out and just cry foul. And everybody will just say, hey, leave him now. What did he do now? He get talent now. You don't make him shine. You don't make him be somebody. That is all people care out there. Nobody wants to know who is that person behind that is holding that ladder up, that is sweating up. Nobody cares. So until we have a system that can be able to bring out should I say, security for investors, for people that are actually sweating, the managers, the A&Rs, everybody together. My brother, see, every artist, make I tell you, Ubi, try, answer any DM you get for any artist. Tell the artist say you want to sign up for 10 years. Say you go do a 90-10%. The person will say they're ready to sign. Do you know why?
Word, yeah.
Inside the back of your mind, it's already there. Once I blow, I go wrong, nothing will happen. They know. They have watched over the years what has been happening. This person cannot nothing happen. Kizane do nothing happen. One time do nothing happen. They go cut but didn't see they go and think. This person have my own time too, I go do. Everybody is doing whatever they want and getting away with it. I'm not saying that Kizane did anything wrong. I'm not saying that Rotan did anything wrong. But people are watching.
So are you going forward there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Going forward, are you ready? Because what we're discussing is the systems, the structures, and the partnerships. But you see, partnerships will help us build those structures and systems. Because if two businessmen meet, it's like, for example, if myself, Don Jazzy, yourself, Audu, T-Bills, and Co, right, come together and say, you know what, let's form something strong. Then, you know, our businessman will now start saying, no, this is business. So then we'll start saying, send me an email, my lawyer will talk to you, and all of that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you ready if 2-3 other labels that have done something that have had artists that are big as the artists that you produce on your label? Do you think you'll be open to partnership to bring, for those labels to come together to form a strong body to bring up these artists and attract more investors?
Come together and bring which artist up? Come together under what protection? Ubi, we're talking about protection first. Under what protection? Which law will stop an artist, will force an artist to go and see? Look at how we are structured here. Look at how we are wired in Africa. Our entertainment in Africa, we get our major money, 80% upward from stage, from performance on stage. And an artist can wake up and say, bro, I don't feel like going for that show. I know they go. Knowing fully well, say, if you go that show, come back, maybe all the money or majority of the money, record label one carry and recoup their money. He will say, no, they go. Which law will tell us to go and say, my friend, if you don't go to that stage and perform, I will shoot you? No law. He will say, I'm not feeling fine. If he force himself, make him climb the stage, he will enter. He will even perform the normal way they perform. He will just perform embarrassingly for you. The only thing you can do in the court system is to say, okay, you know what? We are going to set an injunction. We are not going to do anything for any other person until you settle this thing. My brother, did I put my money on this artist so that I will sit down and be looking at him? Counting when my contract with him will expire. The first thing we should be talking about is what is going to secure that investment. Me, Don Jazzy, Audu, you, like you said, we come together. All of us have gotten experiences like that. If we come together, then what? What will happen? We can only come and put our experiences together, put our resources together, and then what? The same thing will happen. There's no security.
Dude,
yeah.
During the contract of an artist, you and I know that they breach their contracts a lot. I can say it because I've had artists, and I can say it. During the contract, the artists breached contracts a lot. There are times when you book an artist for a show, like you have said already, the artist will tell you they are not going. If they don't take X percentage from the money, they are not going. And that is already a breach of contract, simple.
Of course.
Now, so how come when artists are constantly breaching contracts during their contract duration, nobody, the label don't say anything?
My brother, the label does not say anything because the label is already aware that this artist has gotten clout out there. This artist is the only means of me recouping my money. See, once that line is crossed, the record label's objective now is getting my money back. Getting my money back. It's not about projecting artists anymore. It's getting my money back. Getting my money back. They have already seen the signs. And once they see the signs, the artist is already on his or her way out. The record label now is like, how can I let this guy go? I've not gotten my money back. So they'll have to start pampering the artist, trying to, what can I go court for? The court cannot give you your money. The court in Nigeria cannot give you your money. So the only way you have to do is start pampering the artist. Okay, sorry. The person will go play one show, come back, you collect small. They see how far you can go to get what you've put so far. Then before you know, and the person will also bam. Finally, then you now sit back and start licking your wounds. It has happened over and over and over and over again. And as far as there's no security system that can guard this investment, there is nothing we human beings can do. Except to go say, could begin to do East Coast, West Coast level. If I put my money on you, you mess up, I'll come there and show you how things they happen for West. But that's not our way of life here.
So, do you think at this point in our industry, right? See, Jude, I don't think anything is impossible, but being a businessman, I'll ask you this question, right? Because I asked the question to Foza before she left. Do you think that the bank label artist formula will work? Do you think it will work?
I know the question you wanted to ask. My brother, first of all, what you have to ask yourself is, number one, which bank will get time to say, okay, bring you as your record label as the business, then artists come and take loan, join together, so that if you have to make them pursue, which bank not get time to they pursue artists, say because of say you bring, no lie. Bank will say, who is taking the loan? Come put down for paper.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. The artists and the record label come together to the bank and sign the loan. So now the thing is this, banks will not, because of how our industry is structured, banks will not give us loans, right? Now, the money you spent on Cynthia, for example, say you spent 50 million, right? You carry that money, 40 million. You carry that money, you went to the bank, give it to the bank, and say, bank, this is my money, but I've given you, as far as I've given you this money, the money is now the bank's money. So now you take Cynthia to the bank and tell Cynthia that, you know, me and you we're partners. And she says, yes. You know what your contract says? You say yes, right? And then, for me, as since they think that the artist has, since they say that the artist has talent, leave him or the artist has talent. Yeah,
Why they laugh?
Now you are the laugh and you come here. Since they say leave him or the artist has talent. So now, your money is your collateral in the bank, right? So the bank goes, you give the money to the bank. The bank loans the money back to the company. So let's say you give the money to the bank as JUDE OKOYE.
So the bank stands as
the bank loans the money to Northside Entertainment and Cynthia Morgan, for example.
But indirectly, it's the company's money, but the bank stands as a security.
No. So JUDE OKOYE is the CEO, COO of the record label.
Yeah.
Right?
I understand.
Now, JUDE OKOYE is an entity. The company is a different entity. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So JUDE OKOYE is an entity, the company. Or you say, okay, you know what? You carry it and give it to your son. This is your son's money. Your son has taken this money and borrowed it and given it to the bank. So your son has decided now that he's going to loan Northside Entertainment money, which Northside Entertainment has said, okay, I own Northside Entertainment. Auntie, come, let's go to the bank. The bank has agreed to give us money. Do you understand?
Ubi.
So
And
now
that's what I'm saying.
the artist and the label go to the bank and sign
Yes,
up the money.
Ubi. First of all, before Ubi, sorry to cut short. First of all, before you give the bank your money to reloan back to the company and the artist, Abi. First of all, what you have to ask yourself is, what the bank are not, they are into business as well.
Yeah.
If it's your money that you're giving them as an individual to reloan you back into the company so that the company and the artist will come and take collateral separately, what is the artist providing as collateral? What interest is the bank getting from this business transaction, even if it's not their money? You think
the bank will definitely get interest. So if there will be interest accumulated. So if the artist becomes big and decides to break his contract and leave, right?
It's them that
so
will
as
come
he's
after
going,
him. I understand.
Yeah, as he's going, he knows that the bank is coming after you to collect their money. So it's no more JUDE Okoye will be Franklin or Don Jazzy or Audu that is going after the artist, because we will not say anything to you. All we need to do is go and tell the bank that, Oga, my better hand has left me. The bank will know that their investment is at risk, because your son is now going to meet the bank and say, after my money.
Ubi, that's what I'm saying now. You're giving your own money to the bank as an individual, and the bank now putting it out as a loan to you, the company and the artist. My brother, even if the bank don't say, okay, Ubi, and I'm the CEO of this thing, I don't go need Ubi collateral because I have money. But if tomorrow, peradventure, this artist run, now me go pursue amu. Not be Ubi go pursue, now me go they responsible to pursue this artist. So that means I go need collateral from this artist, so that when the artist go run, I go so I go hold. Which collateral the artist go get? The artist will go fit go record session. One give bank collateral of maybe half of the money. Maybe you wanted to give her 50 million and make him bring to 5 million collateral. That means the artist go bring something worth 50 million naira. The artist get collateral of 50 million naira and they come meet you.
Okay, so if an artist signs a contract, right? If an artist signs a contract, let's say 5 years, the first year the artist no blow, the second year he no blow, the third year he no blow, right? Then he come blow like 6 months into the fourth year, and then he blows 6 months into the fourth year, and in the fifth year he refuses to renew his contract. Now, do you think that it's fair, right? When you have seen that, okay, this guy don't start to the blow on the 6th month of the fourth year, do you think that it's fair for the label to hand the artist an addendum saying that, hey, listen, for the last 3 years, nothing happened. No? Things just, or for the last 3 years, 6 months, nothing happened. Things just started happening now. If when your contract expires, you want to leave, can you give us a percentage from your shows for the next 2 years? Even if we collect 50-50, or give me 20%, go as you won't come out. Do you think that will work?
See, first thing first, your contract has a lot of things embedded in them. What I mean by embedded in them, it's not just about 5-year contract. Okay, what is going to be happening in that 5 years? How many albums? How many videos? For instance, now, if you sign that 5 years and within 3.5 years, the artist no blow, then after 3.5 years, the person wants to the blow, and your money is already tied down, and there's a clause there in your contract that states that you're supposed to renew this thing, the contract, meaning that contract renewal is under renegotiation. Maybe now 70,000 they do in the first place. Okay, now the artist don't they see light and say, oh, but that 30 they do, they favor me. More could negotiate. Maybe now come 50-50 or 60-40. It's renegotiable. But that is why it's in the contract. Even if your contract will expire, you may 1.5 years, and the contract states that the person is supposed to give you 3 albums, and only 1 album will not give you. It don't go anywhere. Even if you like making go, they owe you album. And you cannot do anything outside if you don't pay that album. And also, your investment where you don't put, where the artist approve, say, yes, this money was spent on me. The contract expire, you can go perform, But you must still come and pay that. See, I'm not talking about my profit now. I'm talking about my initial capital. It has to be paid for. Even if my contract doesn't expire with you, you go. You will still pay that money. It was spent on you. While we are doing our business, when we do our business, I have not even talked about me enjoying a profit. You already are saying enjoying profit. You get car. You get a bank account. You get lifestyle. You get dress. The company is still spending while you are already enjoying profits. So even if the contract expires and the money invested has not been made fully, even while you go, the company will leave you to go and see whether you go make them somewhere else. You are still owing the company. You must come back and pay. It's not about no, make we renew. Even if you don't want to renew to see the main part of the company fully, as you go, the company will still track you. You have to pay. You have a debt you have to pay before you finally free yourself 100% of that company. As far as that the money where you sign, say yes, you agree, say they spend them on you.
Okay, so basically, right? I think that if an artist, right? Okay, now look at the label structures in Nigeria. For someone like you, it's obvious that you gave Cynthia Morgan a contract because of the love for music, and you've been doing it for a time, and you believe in her as much as Joy Tongo. You know, you respect Joy Tongo so much, and you believe that, okay, whatever Joy Tongo tells you, you take it. Now, you think that you have every detail of what you spent on Cynthia Morgan? Every detail. Yes, you say you spent 40 million. Do you think,
my brother,
if I ask you the first 10 things you did, can you say?
Everything is detailed, dates, what it was spent on, how it was spent, everything. As in, Joy Tongo has the list, everything is there. Which I sent to Cynthia Morgan the day she said she's not doing again. So it's not something I'm just saying.
So, because the reason why I ask this question is, a lot of artists wake up and say, this label has never done anything for me. I made them money.
My brother, there's no dime that was spent on artists, me, where now me go directly. Oh, Clarence Peter is going to shoot this video. Okay. And the show Clarence Peter has finished. How much? Clarence Peter saying now 4 million naira. Now the artist that will give the money, go pay Clarence Peters. It's not me go back and say, oh, I pay Clarence Peters amount of money. No. You, the artist, go to see how much where this guy they spend and see as they go.
Well, see, this is very...
Some record label will come out just bogusly say, we'll spend so and so amount where they don't feel account for. That's why it's good. While you are bringing out that money, the artist go the day aware, say, see, yes, see, yes, see, yes.
But if they are aware and later turn their backs and say, okay, hey,
that is the problem I'm telling you about. Even if the artist self initial and say, yes, I collected this thing and they sign it, they can come out tomorrow and say, nah, like, the figures were manipulated. My brother, it's about the cut of the masses. Now, the real cut now, which is our own judicial system now. If I put her there now, I'll be the baddest guy in Nigeria. How can somebody be having a situation like that and I'm taking the person to court? Because of money, is money everything? That's how it will end. You think I'm happy throwing this my contract outside? That should be a confidential document. But must you put me to that, subject me to that kind of situation to do that? Now everybody sees what JUDE Okooye wrote and what he typed and what was signed.
But you see, you know why I asked you this question? Because your former artist said you didn't do anything for that you guys did not do anything for her. So as much as you have the contract, right, and the contract is there and it stated it. So how do you feel having done everything and somebody say you didn't do anything for them? How do you feel?
I don't understand what you mean by somebody say. Who is somebody now? Which artist say I not do anything for them? I don't understand.
Like, for example, Cynthia saying that you
Not
didn't
for
do anything
example,
because
we're not making alleged here. Say the facts. Cynthia said,
no. So okay, now what I'm basically leading at with this conversation is because of records, right?
okay.
Because there's nobody, right, that will say, I will say this to artists in our industry today. You understand? I always say this to every artist in this our entertainment industry today. Nobody in our industry, as far as you are under a record label, that you will wake up tomorrow and say a record label never did anything for you. Now, Mehdi, what do you have to say about Mehdi's situation? Was there a contract?
He was never my artist. I was helping him out. When I saw potentials, I gave him a contract. He refused. He left. That was it. A to Z. There was never a contract. He was never my artist.
So why do you think he's so angry now?
My brother, now there I find myself. I don't understand. I did not sign you. I was giving you a platform. I was putting my money on you. I was traveling all around with you. And I saw, okay, this guy can be a potential investment. I bring contract to officializer. You say you know do. You go. I continue my life. 10 years down the line, you come out now and want to see how you go drag me rich. I don't understand. See, I have taken a lot of bullets that there is nothing that hits me anymore. There is nothing that touches me anymore. But the one I know that I have vowed not to allow again is my integrity. That is the only thing that a man has. A man can lose everything, but that is integrity. I can't let it again. So,
you know, if you're
asking me about Mehdi, I was asking somebody today, I was like, did this guy just wake up from the wrong side of the bed? I spoke to him like 3 months ago. As in, what's up here in town? I beg, who sing this song? Something that went like that. I was like, where this one they come up from? He was here last year at my balcony in my room here. We're talking about, how can I please, his mistakes he made in last time. Can I be able to come back and restrict my this and give him a contract? Can we do business and rest? I was like, my guy, see my situation with my brothers. Everything I do now will affect you. It will affect everybody. That's why I'm on break. And that has to do with record level. So
hold on. Mehdi he had this conversation with you.
My brother, for my balcony, for my house here, my room, my bedroom balcony, last year. How can I don't understand people anymore. See, I'm short of words. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Wait, Mehdi rejected your contract and left. And came back
last year, 2019. For this my balcony would they smoke cigar, they drink. Say, Baba, Moku let the past be a beg. I know say I fuck up. I know say this will happen. I beg, anyhow we feel come now and Moku do this thing together. You know, say if we come out for public, we'll be so okay. We don't come back together, Moku run things together. I made him to understand that guy. The social why they pass your own right now. See, I still get fresh wound with my brothers and waiting happen and it will affect you. I won't wait make this thing. Time they say they heal every wound. After a long run, I'll come back and we'll restart this thing. That was my last conversation with him physically until he traveled to Europe or so and stayed far. I'm following him on Instagram. He's following me on Instagram. Once in a while, chat. Last time, Paul wanted to release this song, this last song before this one. If you want my money, take it. So there's one line he said, my fire they blaze, I no one regret to. I was like, I've heard that rhyme before somewhere. I've heard that flow. I don't know. I was seeing Mayokun doing something like that. So I was like, okay, Mehdi is
Wow.
I don't have Mayokun's number. And I called Mehdi. This is what I'm telling you, like less than 3 months ago. I called Mehdi. I was like, I beg, Mayokun don't get any somewhere go, na 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 na. That's when he now told me that one remix when you do with one Ghanaian. I had to go on YouTube. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. And I showed Paul. I say, see, many of things say, nah, make it no day similar. Try to change them and everything. We laughed. Now, how far now? Why? So you don't come back no time. Say he came back since before Christmas. He has been in Lagos, so say no one come for that. I was like, come on now. My house is open for you anytime now. So you know what? When you go come, you go let me know. Oh, boy. Now for sure, me that meet him next to. I don't understand.
Hold on. See, I want to understand something here because this is this is where it feels very, very heartbreaking because you had the courtesy to pick up your phone and call Mehdi and ask him that your brother is currently recording a song and there's a line in the song that sounds like a song you have heard before, which is what every here now artist managers do. Do you understand? If we hear something on a song that sounds familiar, we try to look for where it's coming from. So you picked up your phone and called Mehdi. You had this conversation with Mehdi.
If I open my call log on Mehdi's name, you see the date and time, and the seconds will be minutes of conversation. My brother, sometimes things that happen to me, but I would ask myself, say, God, are you intentionally doing this thing? Is there something you are trying to show me? Why are people just changing things for me like this overnight, as in unprovoked? Nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Unprovoked. My brother, I have seen things, so as in I have experienced things. It doesn't bother me anymore. I told you I wouldn't have come out to say anything, but hey,
the reason why we need to
see, all the best.
See, the reason why, you know what? You know, I never wanted to bring on Mehdi's situation, but
no, sir, our topic of discussion don't change now. You don't get plenty viewers.
See, you know what? This is very, very unfair, man. Because you see, it is very, very unfair. I'll tell you, because for Mehdi to have done that, that's actually a very, very, very big. Because you see, let me tell you something. When you were coming on this show, I put a call across to Mehdi, and I told him, I said, hey, listen, I want you to come on the show, right? If what you're saying is true, that means that's the reason why once I mentioned your name, he said he's not coming, that he will get back to me, because I'll say it on this show, because I didn't want the show to be like, oh, it's record label, so you have to mix it, because there's someone like Sam Cleve has been abusing as many labels as possible, so he's going to come on and speak about why and his own experience. So I called Mehdi and we spoke, and I told him, this was like 3 days ago. I said, hey, I'm arranging another session for our industry conversation, right? Are you going to come on? He said, yes. I said, okay, I'm happy. Because I have Jude, Chairman HKN, that's Adewale. I mentioned the people I had on the session. He said, Ubi, I'll call you back. Ma, check my schedule. I did do something with somebody, but I'll call you back. So now, with what you're saying, right, I would like Mehdi to please, because the thing is, this conversation needs to be balanced, right? I'm not saying you're lying, Oga Jude, but you see, this is very, very unfair for you not to have done anything to anybody, because, first of all, do you know what it is, to have Mehdi on a song like Chop My Money?
My brother, first, see, like I said, A to Z of this whole thing, there was no contract. Abi, fine. Did I shoot videos for you? Yes. Did I spend my money on you, promoting you? Yes. Did I give you a platform? Yes. When all these things were done, did I offer you officially to sign you? Yes. You made a decision, rejecting it. You left. Did I follow you up with a court injunction or litigation to get my money back? No. I left you. Did I come on the media to blacklist you or try to bring you down? No. Where did I do wrong?
Hi.
So if him alone can admit on videos that yes, they gave me a platform, yes, they sponsored my video, yes, they offered me a contract, yes, I refused and I left. There's nothing to talk about anymore. So what seems to be the problem? Everybody will come and say, Jude, you ruined this person's career. You ruined this person's career. How can I put my money on you to see you fail? How does that even work?
See, I'll get you there. You don't understand, eh? What you're saying, right, is typical how life is. I know for a fact, yeah, that if the world knows the things that are embedded inside record labels, the things that happen, we'll not be here having this conversation. Because you see, it really hurts for someone like you, right? You have kids, you know, you have your wife, you have your brothers. You want to wake up one day and say that, okay, listen, at least you are able to say one thing or the other. Because on that day that this story broke, I didn't want to, I will not, it has happened to me before, right? Until I went to a radio station with one big file with documents, the open document. Still, fans no still agree say, I know what's at the talk. You know, so, but the thing is this, this is very, very heartbreaking, but I want to tell you that you need to keep the hope alive for our industry, because we would like people like you to continue investing.
The guy you say, did you call all the fans one by one to tell them to stop listening to him and ruin his career?
Do you understand? No, because the truth is, you see, okay, you know what I was telling, you know what I was saying to somebody a few days ago. I was like, listen, you want to leave a label, you want to leave a label, you want to, oh yeah, take, oh yeah, leave. You don't go, you know they blow. You can't release a hit song. You can't do A&R for yourself. You can't do anything. You release song, the song will blow. You don't know how to maximize them. You don't know how to hustle the hustle. You can't talk, say, you then still go, they talk, say your label not do anything for it. That thing pisses me off the most. If I've left you to go, just go and do your music. Stop talking about me.
My brother, the most painful part of this whole thing, Babi, the millions the millions I don't spend on these people. I never even give them my own brother. I never give them my own sibling, my own relations. Where if I give them, they go begin to do fast and prayer for me till the end of their lifetime. Then I give somebody. Okay, allow me to look my wound in peace now. You go see, go after years of trying it on your own. You don't feel make them again. You have to look for somebody that you have to blame. And the only person if you find again, that same person will even give you that platform, that lift, where it takes notice you in the first place. How can human heart be that dark? How?
Okay, Jude, I want to say,
this is not about money wasted again. No. This is not about business
see,
again. No.
Also, as we spoke this morning, I want to tell you something, right? Dotun is my guy, and I want to say we are very, very sorry.
No. Dotun, I have seen his apology. I never had any issue with Dotun. I don't blame him in any way, because first thing first, everybody reacted the same way. So it's a general notion that we are trying to correct now, that any artist that comes and cries foul, everybody tends to believe and jump. So I want.
Sorry, boss. Yeah, we're going to be cut off now, eh? Yeah. We've hit 1 hour. We're going to be cut off now. So I'll bring you back. Please let me restart the video, please.
Okay, all right.